One of the hardest truths that I came up with was the vast majority of people are not people that I want to spend my time with. Raising your definition of average is the hardest thing to do in life because you immediately have to sacrifice your views on some of the people that you care most about. The reality is, most of humanity is fairly lazy, guys. We really don't have a culture or an ecosystem where every single human being feels this drive to be the best possible that they want to be. And so when we ourselves are trying to build who we are, our discipline, whether or not we even like ourselves, most of the time we have to confront the harsh truths of the things that we're failing at, of the objections and the excuses that we make for not becoming that person that we actually respect. We're constantly tackling, really just trying to figure out the human condition. And one of the hardest truths that I came up with was the vast majority of people are not people that I want to spend my time with. The vast majority of people are incredibly lazy. The vast majority of people believe that they are more skilled at something than they actually are. And the vast majority of people also will say things and then not do them. These are the hardest truths of humanity that I picked up, that it took me a really long time to realize really the insecurities that I have in myself, and really the lack of discipline, the excuses that I had for myself. I had to eliminate those. I had to sacrifice a lot of those. And I'm still working on sacrificing a lot of them. But in that pursuit, in that sacrificing, in that disciplining, we have less patience for other human beings that aren't at that level, especially the ones that we spend time with consistently. It's a hard truth in life that if you want to be successful and useful in society, there's a very good chance that your bullshit meter will be more accurate. And that means that most human beings are not going to fit into your schedule whatsoever. Now, how did I find out about this, besides obviously the rote day by day trying to improve 1%? Well, most of the time, I suggest if you're watching to this point in the video, go and look at what you subscribe to on YouTube. Go and look at what you follow on Instagram or Facebook or TikTok. Are those people giving you the inspiration, the wisdom to actually become a better human being? Furthermore, have those people accomplished the things that they are teaching you about? Have those people actually gone out of their way, or are they in the process of going out of their way to actually change their lives? Do not take advice from people that have not achieved what they are giving you advice on. And for me, personally, I try to make sure that whenever I'm giving advice, I say I am still in the process of figuring this out. Because, frankly, we don't know much. And secondly, it is a process. It is a journey. And no one is really all that perfect, despite what perhaps the media presents to you. So, at the end of the day, understanding human nature is a process of understanding ourselves. Know thyself is one of the hidden wisdoms from centuries past. It was written on the walls of a cave long before a lot of these philosophers came through. And the reason it is the hardest thing to understand is because we often do not give ourselves accurate, clear mirrors in our surrounding. When we become better as human beings, we are a mirror for those around us in terms of their discipline, their spirituality, their way of interacting with people, whatever it is. And if we don't give ourselves the discomfort of being around people that are better than us at something, we're not going to have those clear mirrors to see what we actually are, see how we actually interact, see our actual execution skills. So one of my biggest pieces of advice in the process of finding yourself is surrounding yourself with people that you want to be like, and actually taking their criticism to heart, and actually seeing what they do with their time and asking those questions and trying your hardest to accommodate that into your own life. When that starts happening, naturally, you'll come to the conclusions that I've spoken about earlier in this video. The reality is you cannot spend time with 8 billion people. Most people spend time with about 5. And we still have a hard time making sure that those relationships are solid and making sure that we're actually taking in the advice from those people. But make it easier on yourself. Make it an environment that's more conducive to you picking up that positivity, that advice, that clear mirror. Make sure that you set time aside to have those conversations with mentors and have good questions that you're posing to them so that you can grow slowly but surely in your environment. It's not all about discipline, but I'll tell you right now that the most free people in life are the most disciplined. There was something I came across that Alex Hormozi said recently, which was, the only things that you'll get in life are the things that you're willing to suffer for. Actualize your potential catalyst. This world needs you.